This is Andy Purewal for Boxing Social in association with Betfred, and I'm joined by Joel Tambwe Djeko over Zoom. Joel, how are you?
I'm fine. I'm fine. Thank you to give me a shot to come to your interview, to your show. Sorry. So
No,
it's I'm glad to be there.
I appreciate your time, Joel. I imagine you want to relax a little bit after your fight this past weekend. But before we come on to that, talk to me about life. You just mentioned to me off camera you're back in Belgium now.
Yeah, I'm back in Belgium right now. Everything. Because before London, I born and be raised to Belgium. So that's my born country. But yeah, I'm back to Belgium after the fight. I went back to Belgium just to see my family and just to be with my friends and that's it. A round of love a bit.
Talk to me about kind of living in between now, between the UK and Belgium. How have you found it?
Uh, I, I got a big love for London. To be truth, yeah. To be truth, I think I'm starting right now to feel more part of London than Brussels. Brussels, I come over there, but I don't see anymore Brussels as my home. You see? Yeah, I'm more integrated in London, and I like the life I got over there.
Is it difficult coming over though, and obviously leaving behind your friends and family?
In beginning, yeah. In beginning, I think yeah. But I'm always been a long wolf. A lone wolf. So it was most a bit something normal for me, to leave people like that. Because before to leave for London, I left for France and USA and everything to try to find a good promoter to promote the big to the.
Talking about that very well travelled, Joel. What kind of experiences have you had on the road?
Yeah, the experience is simple. I didn't have a lot. I didn't have a lot fight in. I never have. I never have a lot fight in amateur. I had just 4 fights. So just 4 fights, and after that I stopped, and I went back to the ring in professional 4 years after. So right now I got I think 20 fights, and something like that. I think.
Uh, 21, I believe.
All right, so yeah, maybe 21. So I got 21 fights and two low. We have now 3 lows and one draw. So yeah, but I start all my career in cruiserweight.
Talking about that, because your last bout was obviously a heavyweight. What prompted that decision to move up to the heavyweight division?
Move to heavyweight division was pretty simple. It was to look yourself. I fought against heavyweights, and now I'm just right now in front of you. It was difficult to have it when you're a cruiserweight, because cruiserweight, no one care about this division. That's the truth. You see, so yeah. So we decided, because I was locked in cruiserweight with a lot agent from UK and from UK, because in USA they don't have a lot of cruiserweight. So it was most in Europe. So every promoter or agent from the boxer, cruiserweight boxer, was flat about me. They was running away, so it was really difficult for me to find a good opportunity, to make my name on the picture. So I did what I did. I did what I've done I did what I did in cruiserweight. I think I did well. I was IBA intercontinental, IBO continental, IBO intercontinental. And yeah, we tried to get the shot for the world title, but it was good. It was really tough because no one really gave me a chance, So that's why we moved in heavyweight, because cruiserweight you can still hiding, because no one cares. As I said, no one cares about this division, so you can keep hiding your belt. But in heavyweight it's difficult, because heavyweight, every eyes is on this division. So all the people ask to see this fight or this fight. You see. So this is why we moved in heavyweight.
Okay, so we'll come on to your fight this past weekend before going further into kind of the interview itself. But Tony Yoka, talk to me about your defeat. How would you reflect on it? And it was a strange stoppage at the end. Just talk to me about that.
the stopping at the end was simple. At the number 7 round, I had my bones of the nose was a bit moved. It was a bit moved, so it was a bit broken. Yeah, it was just a bit broken, but more moved. More moved. So Yoka's seen it at the number 7 round. So he tried to give me the most hard jab he had, in my nose to make me stop. But I didn't stop. I decided to keep fighting, even though painful was really hard on my nose. And yeah, that's why my eyes become heavy. No, big. Yeah, become bigger, because everything was a bit broken over here. So and because the bones has moved, and at the end I stopped. I stopped to fight just into my mind. I said, no, the pain is too hard. I cannot handle it anymore. So I said, no, fuck. All right, stop.
What did you make of
I know,
Tony
I,
Yoka?
I know people. Sorry, I know people was thinking like, okay, but it was the last one. Why you didn't try to stay? I say I was trying at the number 7 round.
With that in mind, then, Joel, are you worried people might look at that and think, going forwards, if the going gets tough, you might quit in a fight, or you might turn your back in a fight? Are you worried that people might get this kind of thought about you?
To tell you the truth, no, because I think people have seen a cruiserweight against an heavyweight, because that's my really first fight against an heavyweight. But because before I'm heavyweight since before the lockdown, so it's not too much longer ago. Contrary to Tony Yoka or Joe Joyce or Joshua, they are the real heavyweight since they are born, So they managed their weight since long time ago. Me, I need a bit time, just maybe a few months to handle it better. But no, I don't care. I don't care about it. You know what? Because as I remember an interview from Dylan White, he said, you know what? I don't care what people think, because and I'm pretty similar like him, and I think every guy, whatever whoever they come from, is still the same. So we came from the ghetto, from Belgium. So for me, I think I had a good bless and lucky to finish my life as I'm doing right now, to be a professional boxer. All my friends was in jail, you see, for bank robbery, for a lot of stuff like that. Some of them or death for the stuff of the gang and everything. So this is rough, but we can see this all over the world. It can come from UK, come from Belgium, come from France, still the same, even USA. But me, I had lucky, to just run away of all of this, and boxing saved me. And when I start boxing, I never thought to arrive where I'm arrived right now. And I told you, I'm not finished. Where I am, I'm not. It's not finished, because okay, I'm lost against Tony Yoka, who had 111 kilo, and I was older. I was weight in the weighing at 104. But the truth is, we did the weighing to the same day, and I was 101 or 100, just with some gram, So I was a bit lighter, and I think a bit really lighter, and I didn't have time to handle the weight, to keep the weight on my body, to assimilate the weight on my body, to integrate the weight. And yeah, I needed more experience. The problem is COVID fall down. We had a plane before this. We had my promoter in USA who would to make me full fight for this year, and next fight, full fight, to get the experience of the heavyweight experience, because it's different, it's new. It's like I'm reborn in heavyweight. I'm not the 20 fight anymore since cruiserweight. Right now, I'm starter. That's my second fight in heavyweight. And him is like his 9th fight. So all right, I think now I don't care about what people can think about me, because if people that are true, they're gonna think, no, these guys have a lot of balls to go after this just one fight. If done, last January, 1 year ago, against a guy who was even not a real heavyweight. He was a cruiserweight, you see. And after that, he took Yoka straight, the Olympic champion and amateur champion. And right now, number nine, after 9 heavyweight fights, was ranking number 12 of the world. He take him, he drained, because I run with him till the 12th round. It's not nothing. It's not nothing. You got it for the first experience.
Joel, what was it like sharing a ring with Tony Yoka? How would you assess his skill set? Because there's a lot of expectation on him when he became a professional because of what he achieved as an amateur, but people are still kind of waiting for him to produce a very good performance. So, from your perspective, what was it like to share a ring with Tony Yoka?
Yoka is a good fighter. I think he's a good fighter. He have every shot when he want to use it. He's more technical fighter than a powerful fighter, but he got it. He got the power shot. He can use it. He can hit hard. But I think he's a good fighter, but I don't think. But I need to see. But I don't think he can be champion of the world. You know, while Joshua or Tyson Fury is still on the game, or Wilder. You see, but anyway, we never know. But if they take retire, yeah, maybe it can be, because they will have a new generation of heavyweights. You see. So, but right now, I don't think so. I'm not pretty sure. But it's tough. It's tough. It's pretty good, and I definitely want to see. But I think for myself, because my manager, who is in life, as you know, in this life, as you know, or handle it to make a revenge. We try to reach him to organize a revenge for the next years, because that's the goal, you know. Because we talk with a promoter say after 4 fights you can do it. So we try to talk him, because my promoter from USA, Joe DeGuardia of Star Boxing, talking already with Top Rank, because they have some professional in a co-promotion contract, you see. So they're talking already, maybe to see, because the people asked this already. They said, yeah, okay, let's see a revenge when Big Joe will have, will handle this weight and this new division. So let's see.
Talk to me about your plan moving forward, and Joel. Is the Yoka rematch firmly in your sights? And aside from that, what else do you want to do in the near future?
What did you say? Sorry.
So, is the Tony Yoka fight, are you firmly looking at that as kind of an upcoming rematch for you if you can get it signed? And secondly, what else other than Tony Yoka? Who else do you have your eyes on? Who else do you want to face?
I want to fight Yoka, and I think after 4 fights, because Yoka made me thought about it a lot, you know, because I love challenge, because life is like that, you know, as Chisora said all the time, life is challenge, you know, you cannot have scare about anyone, just do what you have to do. And I'm like this, I'm scared nobody else, but I scare nobody, but I want to do just what I want to do to have a lot of fun, and fight the best. But for the best, for me, who I have on my target was Joseph Parker. You know, I want to fight definitely Joseph Parker, because I love his style. It's pretty similar than me, moving a lot. So we can see who is the technical guys, the better technical guys. You see. So I got some few guys like him, Joseph Parker. Yeah, revenge. But the first is the revenge from Tony Yoka, and because I know I can do this fight different, you know, and I can win the fight, you know. But yeah, Joseph Parker. Maybe Joe Joyce too. I look him, he's tough. He's really tough. And I love challenge, you know, why not?
You're mentioning names there who are looking kind of, or may have fights coming up, or certainly may have fights announced soon with other kind of top level heavyweights. What gives you the confidence that you could secure one of those fights and be successful, Joel?
What can make me feel secure?
What makes you feel like you could face one of those and be confident that you can beat Joseph Parker or beat Joe Joyce? What gives you the confidence to believe you could beat one of them?
Yeah, because I'm quick. I'm quicker. I'm clever, and I need just to handle some, you know, some technical adjustments about my boxing, because the boxing I've rode on the ring last fight was a cruiserweight style, you see, And Tony Yoka was true when he said it. But anyway, I'm a good school boxer, so I don't have problem to get back to the school. But I know I'm clever. I'm moving a lot. I got a good skill. Yeah, good eyes, good skill. So I think I got a skill to stop the heavyweight. To stop some heavyweight, some good heavyweight, and this is it. But yeah, I think I'm not scared about Joseph Parker. If I have to tell you what fight I got more a bit stressed with to be more sick safe on the fight. It's more about Joe George. Joe George is more because he's powerful fighter. He's really powerful. We've seen the fight against Daniel Dubois. We've seen it. But Georgia Parker, I'm not scared about him. I don't care, So just we want to make the fight and see who is the best.
Joel, whilst I got you, I do want to ask you about a few potential fights in the heavyweight division. You've mentioned Parker, but there's talk about Josie Parker versus Derek Chisora, somebody else you mentioned earlier on. What are your thoughts if Josie Parker and Derek Chisora had a fight? How do you think the fight would play out? Who would win?
For me, it's difficult to say it because Derek Chisora is a hard fighter. He's a really tough fighter, and he proven to the old people. I think Joseph Parker can win because he got good skill. He showed to the people front of AG. He never went down. I think he never went down. So I think. And AG is most quicker than Chisora, you see? So I think it's going to be the same result. Joseph Parker going to win. I think Joseph Parker going to win.
Another fight. Sorry, Joel.
If you don't get hit by Chisora, he's going to win.
Another fight I want to get your thoughts on. Not sure where it stands currently, but there was a lot of talk. Joe Joyce, Alexander Usyk. Your thoughts again?
Joe Joyce, Alexander Usyk. For me, it's Alexander Usyk. And I know. I told you I love UK, but but yeah, no. Truly, it's Alexander Usyk. Usyk is clever. He's a clever man. I know he's not powerful man, but he's a really clever man. And as you know, in boxing, powerful is not all.
And then the final one, Joel. Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury, a lot of people excited to hopefully see it this year. Your thoughts if it does go ahead?
I love both. I love really both fighter. I love both fighter. Joshua for who he is and what he represents, and Tyson Fury for the technical skill he got. Yeah. For me, if someone have to win, I think it's going to be Tyson Fury. Joel, I'm pretty sure.
Joel, leave a final word to yourself now before I leave you to enjoy the rest of your evening. For everybody who follows you, for all of your supporters, and everybody who will continue.
I got a question for you. I got a question for you just before you close. What did you thought when you see the fight me against Yoka? If you have to say me some advice for the next, just like that.
Just I'm not a trainer, Joel.
But you're a boxing analyst. You're a boxing analyst.
Listen, it's not my place. But like I say, Joel, I want to leave a final word to you. For everyone who is a supporter of you, everyone who will continue to follow you this year, what would you like to say to them?
I would love to say to them, just keep in touch. We will keep in touch with you, and we will do proud, because life of boxer is like that. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. But loss is not the end, End is when you say you're not gonna go back, you're not gonna come back anymore. But me, it's not what I'm thinking right now. I'm thinking just about my revenge, to get the revenge, and to show the people I got my place to be into the best, of my generation of heavyweight. That's it. So keep following us, and just do not be sad. We will make you proud. The next big deals coming up. We have already some good opportunities coming up. We had some ringing about Ergovic, about Dubois. We had some news.
Joel, I appreciate your time this evening. I'll leave you now to enjoy it. Like I say, thank you for speaking to Boxing Social.
Thank you too. Thank you too. Thank you to give me your time.